key, making sure that you are fired up and intense to get this one underway. It's going to be Fathom, CTF, the man with the plan, always going for the railgun. It's going to be Frosty over here. Instead of going bottom center, going to make his way on over towards the pit, and he gets taken out immediately from a grenade. So great job from Splyce shutting that down. Now they're going to try to advance on the map. Boo Boo Doo Boo, he's just crouching, waiting for some information to come in. Doesn't see anybody quite yet. Trying to watch the jump up for anyone that's going over to top center. Here's that Royal 2's on over towards the porch. Has other players to his left, but he misses Royal 2 as Royal 2 sprinted on over towards the silent.
Yeah, and look at that. 2 dead here for OpTic. 4v2 situation with the flag being pulled. Royal 2 clutch kill onto Renegade. Boo Boo Doo Boo, nice flag run. Buying a lot of time. Can he get any damage down? No, that's going to be a great grenade coming out from Frosty. Looks like OpTic Gaming answering right back. Take down 2 for Splyce here, and that's going to be lethal. That actually picks up that return.
I like where Boo Boo Doo Boo's head was at. Had a couple different opportunities to run that flag in a different route. Maybe bottom center, could have stayed alive just a little bit longer. Maybe not challenged when he was behind the box, but still, nonetheless, having the right idea. And also Renegade has some perfect shots to try to keep that one alive. But really like that OpTic sacrificed their lives, sending 2 people onto that flag return, one after another. Eventually ended up going on over to lethal, and now they're running a flag of their own. You can see everybody is pushed out over towards that side of the map, having to overextend from Splyce. Going to be very difficult to try to get this return. They need kills. It starts with Shotzi getting one onto lethal. Royal 2 drops Boo Boo Doo Boo. Now it's a 2-on-3 situation in favor of Splyce, but that flag is extremely far. Someone just needs to go and get that touch if they're OpTic, but they also need to get the slays at the same time. There's the touch from lethal. Royal 2 is going to drop as well. Last guy alive is Frosty trying to get the touch, and he does. So a little bit of a relay there coming in from OpTic, and it works out for them, but a possible counter cap coming in, and this time they elect to run it bottom center. Should work out for them. A counter cap coming in for Splyce. Back and forth, back and forth. Now we reset here as the railgun and the camouflage are going to come back up.
Oh, great shots from Frosty. Picks up that 1v1 win over Shotzi. Gets rewarded with a railgun on top of that. Seeing the kill feed though, Shooter gets himself a perfect kill. Renegade picks up a trade, and they're going to be holding off some of the aggression here. Frosty needs to make sure he backs down a little bit. You do not want to get caught out. You can see all 4 of those player outlines on your screen. The aggression's starting to come in, but what a fantastic railgun. An even better grenade from Shooter to finish off that kill.
Yeah, and Boo Boo Doo Boo, he has a cap on the board, but he just picked up his first kill about 9 minutes and 35 seconds into this game. It's been a very, very fast-paced game here. You can tell these guys are ruthless with the objective, taking advantage of every opportunity that's in front of them. Frosty grabs the railgun kill, and now you're going to have Shooter trying to stay alive over here towards the treehouse, just making sure that nobody from OpTic Gaming is getting any advantages by pushing this side of the map. And that's what Royal 2's trying to do, but he has another player located behind him. Not sure if that player ended up dropping, but I believe he should be getting flanked anytime. Instead of getting flanked, that player actually made his way towards the flag, and that's the flag away marker that you're seeing right at the top of your screen. So now Shooter aware of that, gonna have to find out where this one's going. Shotzi taking Snakebite down to no shields. They're gonna relay that one right on over to Frosty. Frosty dies but tosses that over towards the pit. They're just trying to distract for lethal and for Royal 2, who both pick up kills throughout all of that time. You do have the railgun. Actually, it's going to be the light rifle in the hands of Royal 2. He used all the ammo in that one, and I'm not sure if that was the plays OpTic Gaming was looking for. They now give up control right back on over to Splyce, and weren't able to capitalize with that railgun.
Yeah, they didn't get anything going off of that one. So good defense coming out of Splyce once again. This game is not disappointing. You can see the level of skill and back and forth between these two teams, electing to when to fight, when to just ignore a player and run the flag. And we're seeing so many flag pulls here, changes of directions. What a flag run to bring that up top center. Gets a kill on the Royal 2, keeps the flag on the map. Shotzi, come on now.
Has to realize there's a player to his left. That's going to be Snakebite crouching around the corner. Can he land a big shot on it? Snakebite getting the trade. That was huge. Shooter needs to hop on this return ASAP. Lethal's watching it though. There goes the flag return. There it goes. Second flag capture going on over to Splyce. Shooter picking up a double kill as well. Shooter, most kills in the game, sitting at 14, Kyle. That guy's going off right now. Looking at the rest of the kills, Boo Boo Doo Boo only sitting at 2, but has 2 flag captures. Snakebite, the man that you saw, sitting at the bottom for OpTic with only 5. So OpTic, they're getting outslayed right now. They need to start getting positioning. Very rarely do you say that OpTic Gaming is getting outslayed, and they are also getting out objectived as well. Constant runs going in towards bottom center and over towards the pit. OpTic Gaming not really expecting that. Maybe they need to start watching that area a little bit more.
Yeah, we saw OpTic Gaming. They were the ones that put the first flag cap on the board, and Splyce is the ones that answer back with 2 in a row. One of those being just essentially a counter capture here, putting all 4 members of OpTic Gaming down while they cap that first flag here. Now, we're still quite a ways away from seeing this next game will come up. Finally, Railgun looks like it's going to switch hands over to
Renegade. Yeah, Renegade ended up killing Royal 2, who's had the Railgun a lot. I've seen a lot of Railguns going in the hands of OpTic Gaming, but they're just not getting the right kills at the right time and not pushing in the base to get the flag runs while they have map control. It's been really good defensive stance coming out from Splyce, picking off that one player that wants to advance or possibly the guy that's trying to get in there and run the flag. And now they have a good advantage over here, 2-1, trying to close this one out with their 3rd flag capture. Like you said, OpTic Gaming, they put the first one on the board. It was an immediate counter capture about 15 seconds after that coming in from Splyce, and now they've just continued to outslay OpTic Gaming over and over again. A lot of that on Shooter and Renegade's back combined. They have 29, make that 30 kills, Kyle. Shotzzy and Bubudubu have 11 combined.
Wow, they are really stepping it up to this game and just, can't even stress how badly they're out slaying OpTic Gaming right now, even though there's a lot of aggression still coming out and some amazing shots from Snakebite. This is a scary moment here now for Splyce, though, with just a little over 5.5 minutes left to play. Flags being moved, the numbers advantage over here with 2 Railguns in OpTic Gaming's favor. That's 3 dead. This flag is absolutely going in.
Just love watching these 2 teams play. They are playing at a very high level, and they are very evenly matched. 2-2, we're all tied up. Frosty with camo Railgun here. What can he do? Kyle, what do you think the biggest difference has been in the last 1.5 to 2 minutes here for OpTic?
For OpTic here, I think it comes down to the power up and power weapon control here. We're seeing Frosty get that camo once again, and those Railgun kills. Just went on a killing spree with that weapon here, and that is absolutely what helped them put that flag capture in. When it comes down to 2 teams like OpTic and Splyce, it is those little advantages that are going to tell the story.
They're also doing a great job of winning a lot of their 1v1s and 50-50s, but they weren't able to win that one, and now Shooter ends up pulling a flag, but he gets taken out instantly. So now you're going to see another flag pull coming in from OpTic Gaming this time. Somehow that grenade, I believe, went through the wall and connected onto Frosty. So Shotzzy getting the grenade kill, and then eventually the grenade landed, and then that kill goes on over towards his teammate. So that flag run gets halted overall from OpTic Gaming, and now Shotzzy going to try to advance on the map. Nice shots onto Royal 2, doesn't go for the beatdown, stays alive, but ooh, switches over to his pistol, started to run out of ammo, and then flies out, no shields, reloading the gun. Somehow still alive, even though a little bit of mechanical error coming in from him. Very rare for Shotzzy you see him make any mistakes like that, but he's still alive, making his way on over towards that base. Spots out Royal 2 in front of him, switches on over to the pistol, right back on over to the light rifle, finds the kill. Is he going to be able to get that flag run out, though? You can see Bubudubu working, trying to take out Lethal. They need to get this one tossed out because you can see the flag is being returned. They run it bottom middle again. This is the 3rd flag run we've seen down towards there. They get halted, though. Renegade trying to stay alive. No, Lethal's going to beat him down. That's going to be OpTic Gaming with the return. Resetting the map now in their favor.
Yeah, and Royal 2 is going to pick up this new Railgun here, so this is going to be another trying moment for Splyce if they can hold off this aggression. We saw most of these flag captures from OpTic came in when Frosty had the Railgun. What a crucial miss, but however, some great grenades. Snakebite secures himself a double kill. Another member of Splyce gets up top center, grabs that camo, but it's not going to be long for this world. Frosty takes him out. The aggression is still coming, and Splyce need to pick up a few more kills.
Yeah, Lethal needs to stay alive over towards the elbow, but Shooter's going to shut that down. Snakebite ends up getting a kill. You can see nice little pre-grenade coming in onto Renegade. Can he pick up the triple kill? Puts his railgun away, had plenty of shots. That was an overkill for Royal 2 if he wanted it. A little bit of hesitation coming back to bite him. Frosty, though, comes off the spawn, picks up a double. Lethal finds a perfect right onto Renegade. Bubudubu, the last guy alive, and he gets shot down. OpTic Gaming, they come back from being down 2-1. And win game number 1, 3-2.
Yeah, they take the lead 1-0. We get a counter capture from Splyce. Splyce comes out, takes the lead 2-1, and then ultimately it was the last 2 railguns that really secured OpTic Gaming that victory. Royal 2 being able to act as an anchor, sitting up top center, going on that killing spree while they move that last flag. And that was really scary because, like you pointed out, Tom, it was almost an overkill kill-tacular. Everybody from Splyce was coming off spawn over towards the silo. But unfortunately for them, Royal 2 was just raining down shots from above.
Remember when we were saying that Splyce was outslaying OpTic? Well, that ended up not happening. You could just see right there OpTic Gaming going huge towards the end. 19-11 for Royal 2. They had a decent amount of power weapon kills to 12 railgun kills, so the only one railgun kill coming in from Splyce. That ended up being the huge difference maker. They weren't able to get captures a majority of that game, Kyle, when they had the railgun. Splyce ended up staying ahead somehow without any power weapon kills. But then as soon as they started applying that railgun and getting the objective done at the same time, that's when they were able to capitalize on it. It's almost like having a rocket launcher. It's maybe even better than having a rocket launcher at times, especially with how far you can shoot the railgun. When you get that weapon, you need to make sure that you're getting in position and that you're also making sure that your teammates know that it's their job to go in there and run their flag, because this is the position that you want to be in if you're Royal 2. You want to be top center, watching spawns, not having to worry about advancing into the map and being that guy that has to get aggressive and run that flag. You want to be the guy that's calculating the spawns and laying down the easy shots.
Yeah, and of course, game 2, we're looking at, you can see on the bottom of your screen there, that's going to be an Eden Slayer. Now, game 1, at one point during that game, and you can see in that replay, there were 2 railguns in favor of OpTic Gaming, and that was one of their flag captures. I think the one to tie up the series, or tie up this game, I mean, 2-2 was when they in fact had those 2 and picked up 3 railgun kills while running that flag. So that absolutely tells the story of the power weapons and having the importance of keeping them out of OpTic Gaming's hands. Splyce themselves, they don't even necessarily need it. You can tell that because they were up 2-1 with only 1 railgun kill. So they don't need the power weapons to get these captures.
They could have had 0 railgun kills at that point. We don't know if Shotzzy got his railgun kill eventually really later on. And that's not acceptable if you're Splyce. You need to be on top of that stuff. And it's not like they weren't in control. They had control of the maps numerous times. It's just they weren't in the right place at the right time. They were really valuing the camo. You got to give it to Splyce on top of those camo times. They were there burning the camos over and over again, getting some for themselves. But you got to find the railgun. You got to make sure that you're killing the guy with the railgun, using that ammo as well. And in terms of actual power weapon grabs, I don't think that it says that, but I'm curious to see how many actual grabs that they had compared to how many kills that they had, because I want to know if they weren't just capitalizing with that weapon, which it doesn't seem like they really had it, or if they just couldn't find the gun.
Yeah, I mean, as far as flag grabs, they each had 5 returns. OpTic Gaming with 8 flag pulls compared to the 6, I think it was, for Splyce there. So just a little bit.
A lot of flag pulls.
Yeah, a lot of flag pulls in that game. Lots of returns in that game. Like we said, we are heading into a game number 2, Slayer on Eden. And we'll see how this one goes.
All right, guys, now is the time to tweet the stream. You know the link. You're currently watching it. Let's get as many eyes as possible in here for the match of the week. It's the rematch from DreamHack Atlanta Finals. It is Splyce taking on OpTic Gaming. OpTic Gaming with that great great game number 1. If you just missed it, 3-2 flag comeback on Fathom CTF, and now it is going to be Eden Slayer 1-1 with the Rockets, or the Hydra shooting them over like rockets, going on over towards the red security side. I love this play to go and get the green gun. It's one of the most important things that you can do, in just being like, okay guys, if they're gonna go and get this overshield, if they're gonna go and get this sniper rifle, we have to control security. We have to make sure that we don't give them full control, because if you allow a team to set over up towards blue side and you allow them to get into security, it makes things so much more difficult from that red side of the map. You don't have any height advantage, you don't really have much cover, and you have to advance on the map.
I mean, and just starting off this game, Royal 2 got a kill on Boobadooboo with the Hydra launcher, put damage onto Renegade. It was cleaned up by another player, and then picked up a Hydra melee to secure himself another kill off the start of this one.
Very nice. Green gun plays coming in from Lethal. Now OpTic Gaming has control. We saw what they did with this yesterday. They were completely fine holding red side. They were okay with it, and then they made the plays when the overshield was coming up. So 30 seconds or so until that next one pops up. You could see Splyce, they're getting aggressive on this. Not really sure if they have to, Kyle. I mean, it was what, 7-5 before they ended up making that push, maybe 6-5, and now it is 11-5. They could have just postured, sat back, wait for that next overshield, and then made the play around that one. Maybe try to flank over towards the red alley area, because you know Snakebite's going to rotate the sniper rifle towards red outside, and there's going to be numerous people towards that red fan. That would be a huge, huge flank right now if someone was able to pull it off, but too little, too late, and their aggression came in way too early.
Yeah, Splyce is now trying to push in again here as we see Boobadooboo gets dropped. Shotzzy's by himself, gets taken out. Renegade's over on low bridge. He's got multiple players in front of him with no shields. That's 3 dead, once again off that push from Splyce, and Snakebite with the sniper rifle is going to be able to get the overshield.
And you notice that Frosty, he left that overshield. He called out for Snakebite to go and pick that one up. Instead, he wanted to advance on over towards the blue sneaky and make sure that he was 100% securing that one for his teammate. Very selfless play coming out from Frosty in this OpTic Gaming squad. You don't really need to have sniper rifle overshield. It's kind of, you know, working against itself there because you want to be aggressive with the overshield. But at the same time, you want to be fairly passive with the sniper rifle, especially in Eden trying to take those angles. So as great as play that was for Frosty, as selfless as the play that was, it's not really ideal for OpTic Gaming to be in this position. You would much rather have someone going in there and charging into security, or going in there and being a distraction, trying to trade kills or get some sort of advantage. Instead, they're just going to continue to hold this red side, plasma grenade onto the sniper rifle to blow that one back, and now we'll see if Splyce can break this setup.
Yeah, but it looks like Renegade's going to be the one to find that sniper rifle, so finally seeing some more power weapons go over to Splyce here. Snakebite with amazing shots, picks up a killing spree and a trade to end his life there. 16-9, so still very reasonable game here for Splyce. Ooh. But wow, Royal 2, talked about him before the game got started, and he is answering the call here now. Perfect shots on the
Snakebite with a perfect as well. And we have two monitors here, and I was watching those shots that Snakebite just had on Shotzi, and they were just ridiculous. Very tough angle that he pulled off. And Lethal gets a good grenade onto Shooter, but 2 kills going on over to the favor of Splyce. Can they find any more? No, it's just a 2-for-2 trade. You're going to have Snakebite with the sniper rifle, Royal 2 with the sniper rifle as well, and Shotzi trying to make his way into security to pick up these weapons.
Yeah, we'll see where there's going to be able to go. Renegade's got the sniper. Unfortunately, he gets taken out. We'll try to move over with who grabs that one next. Hydra's coming in. Shotzi barely able to escape.
Overshield.
And we talked about OpTic having 2 railguns last game. They've got 2 sniper rifles here now. We're over on board with Lethal, who's got one of those. They're trying to set up and secure this overshield. What is that? Royal
Dubu ended up burning the overshield throughout all of that. So great job from OpTic. They not only burn the overshield there, but they maintain sniper rifle control. That's not ideal for them to drop. Ooh, nasty snapshot there from Lethal. That wasn't ideal for them to drop, but that headshot helps make up for it in a little bit of a trade of kills there. Dubu flying in. That's a 3-for-1 trade overall in favor of Splyce. So OpTic kind of has to fall back here. Nice no-scope again from TJ onto the player from the bridge. Doesn't realize that there's 3 players eventually pushing him outside towards the red fan. Has to look for Shooter over there. Nice little body shot on him. Royal 2 picks up a double kill. That Shooter is still alive down there. You got to take him out. He's just dipsy doodling around, as Strong Side would say, just distracting over towards the OpTic red side. They still haven't taken him out yet, so that's going to allow Splyce to go in advance here. Shooter picking up another kill, looking for some more blood, and there it is. Are they going to advance from Splyce? That was enough time for these guys to push up. Only 1 shot left in this sniper rifle, and Lethal is using it to perfection. Great job from him, getting that trade onto Dubu. And now the cavalry has arrived from Splyce. They are now going to retake red base. We haven't seen any blue setups, Kyle. It's been a really weird game. It's just constantly bringing the sniper over towards red, constantly bringing the sniper rifle over towards security. You would think that, you know, we'd see some sort of meta here, but it's just been counter meta.
Yeah, just a lot of aggression. And, you know, ironically enough, something you don't see very often is when the last 2 players alive on a team both have sniper rifles and are able to hold off the aggression from all 4 of the enemy team. So let's see, that is going to be Dubu. Had the sniper rifle gets taken out. The new one is in fact up. Try to keep an eye on how much ammo he left here. But one thing we haven't seen a lot in Eden Slayer so far is the amount of use with this Hydra launcher.
Hydra is very key, especially when you don't have much to take back from the red side. Big battle going on over towards the overshield. You can see that one popped up right around that 41 marker. There's going to be 3 dead on the side of OpTic. Snakebite, the last guy alive. They pick up the overshield and they pick up the sniper rifle. You noticed, even though Renegade, he's known as one of the top snipers on this team, he's going to give it on over to Shotzi, who's no slouch himself, but overshield in the hands of Splyce. 6 kills to make up. Totally possible here.
And you know what? The one thing we pointed out is OpTic gave the sniper to the overshield player in Snakebite. what we saw from Splyce is Renegade got that overshield and then gave the sniper rifle over to Shotzzy so he can continue playing aggressive.
Exactly, and that's what he's doing. Renegade's already out of his overshield. He advanced on the map. He didn't die. He's in a really great position over towards Catwalk. As I say, he doesn't die. He ends up dropping the perfect shots from Lethal. 5 kills to make up here. That's a good start, getting that killing spree for Shotzzy. He's going to have to go on a little bit of a frenzy here, though, in order to bring this one back. OpTic Gaming, they are just going to slow play this one. We could see it really come down to this next overshield coming up in about 1 minute from now. So don't expect OpTic Gaming to give up any dumb deaths. You can see them just all running away, making their way over towards red base, maybe trying to put 2 people over towards the security. Instead, it's just going to be Royal 2 crouching over there. And is he going to bail on that side of the map? You would think they'd want to keep that under control, but it seems like they are really just posturing over towards the red fan.
Yeah, they've got 3 over here towards red fan. We'll see if Shotzzy's able to connect on these. Sure enough, just no scopes. Frosty right off the bat, only down by 3 kills. What was it, up to 12 kill lead, I think? At least 10 so far this game. And with that new overshield coming up soon, Shotzzy, I think that might have been his first miss that we even saw from him so far here. 32 to 34.
And it was the easiest shot out of all of them.
Yeah, right? And then, of course, all of a sudden, I did not expect, I thought this game was almost over
I think it was, I could be wrong, but I want to say the overshield was around 41. So that's coming up very soon here. Tons of battles going to be happening over towards outside, in my opinion. But it looks like it's going to be a mid-range push coming in. Lethal flies in there. Boobadoo gets a kill as well. Needs to land this no-scope. This is huge. There's the overshield. It was right at 41. 34 instead. Shotzzy going to pick that one up. He gets melted. Absolutely melted. It was like he didn't even have the overshield. Not sure if he got comboed or what. You could see Snakebite. He did have the combo on his death screen when he died right there. So that's what had to be, you know, the gun that took his overshield down. I can't assume that all the players just shot Shotzzy at the same time. Very clutch play from OpTic Gaming, shutting down the huge hope for Splyce to get back into this game.
Oh, but what's going to happen here? There's going to be a big battle over towards security. There's 2 members from OpTic in there. Shotzzy's getting collapsed on. He needs some help. Great grenade comes out, takes 1 player, no shields. Lethal picks up a trade there with Shotzzy. So still 4-kill game. Sniper over in the hands of Snakebite. There he is. That's the sniper rifle player weak. I think he's shooting those sniper shots. You can hear him trying to waste that ammo here. He does not want to let Shotzzy get back into this game.
Such great teamwork coming in from OpTic Gaming, just doing that bait and switch over towards the blue sneaky side. But you're going to see 2 kills going on over to Splyce. They're going to start collapsing. Big no-scope there from Snakebite onto Shotzzy. He's looking for some more blood. Big flank for Boobadoo as well. A little bit of sloppy shots here. Needs to win this battle, but Lethal gives him the business. Shooter coming in with the trade. That's 2 for 1 there. Not the end of the world for Splyce. Still a couple of kills before this one's all over. Not sure if they're going to wait for this next overshield or not. I believe we said it was 41 last time. I believe he picked this one up right around 34 this time around. So get ready for that. That is going to be the big explosive battle that decides this game.
Yeah, up until that point, you're essentially going to have OpTic Gaming trying to stay out of the sights of Renegade here. Renegade, he's going to have to start taking some new positions, so still a lot of time.
Overkill time. Overkill time.
Oh, I'm so nervous, Tom. I don't even know what to say here now.
Well, let's see what happens. Let's see where Renegade elects to go. Is he going to get aggressive?
I think he showed up on radar there.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like if
that player knew he was above him. Well, he needs a no-scope here very badly.
Or he just needs to take some weird route. There's the no-scope, and it doesn't land. Frosty shutting it down. Is Frosty going to land the no-scope this time? No, instead he's just going to switch on over and work with Snakebite to give Boobadoo the business. Shotzzy picks up the overshield though, so now you're going to see Shotzzy getting aggressive. Where's he going to make his play? He fell down, so now OpTic Gaming's going to be able to predict where he is. Most likely going to make his way over towards the old camo instead, and then probably go over towards the catwalk. That seems to be the play right now if you're Shotzzy. Let's see where he elects to go. You do have 1 player on the player outlines up towards catwalk already. That's going to be Renegade. He's crouching. Shoots Snakebite a couple times and backs off. Probably calls it out to Shotzzy. Everyone else from OpTic starting to focus on that side of the map. No grenades for Snakebite here, so he's going to tell Frosty most likely to back off and just play the bait and switch game over towards red security. 50 seconds left on the clock, Kyle. Still anyone's game.
Yeah, and Frosty, I think, only has 1 shot left in that sniper if he hasn't already used it. Snakebite, what a fantastic job just running away, but Shotzzy, look at the kill feed. He grabs himself a Hydra Launcher kill. This is reminding me of Envy versus OpTic Game 5 in like summer 2016 Pro League season here. 48 to 46. Will we see it going to overtime? Who's going to die here? So, wow, no room for error anymore for Splyce. It looks like Renegade's going to be in a battle with multiple people.
Wow,
Royal 2
wins the 1v1. Not sure if he got some help right there, but 2 phenomenal games. these guys aren't disappointing. 3-2 all the way down to the wire. 50-47 game number 2. So unfortunate for Splyce. They could have won either one of those games, and now they're sitting at 0-2 in this series. Very, very tough to swallow there if you're Splyce. Taking a look at the stats, not Bubudubu's best performance. He came out very slow in Fathom CTF, not picking up his first kill until about 2.5 minutes into that game. And then here, 7-17. Definitely looking for him to pick it up there, but give credit where it's due. Very nice baiting and switch going on over towards that red side for OpTic Gaming. Snakebite staying alive as long as he possibly can. Small plays like shooting the green gun towards the overshield guy ends up paying huge dividends overall. Shotzzy with the sniper rifle and the killing spree just wasn't enough. And again, Splyce, you have to go into this game number 3 thinking, we could have won either of these. Let's try to refresh the series here. Let's try to do what, really hasn't been done to OpTic Gaming and give them the reverse sweep. You can't hold your head down too low here. You fought very, very hard in these first 2 games, but OpTic Gaming just too much at the end, clutching it out. And that's what really set them apart again for a majority of Halo 5 is winning the close games.
Yeah, I mean, look at the scores. They don't get much closer than that. 3-2, 50-47, and at game number 3, we're looking at the Rig strongholds here. So, yeah, like you said, Bubudubu not having the strongest performance in that game number 2, so really looking for him to step this one up. But that's still a lot of pressure for the rest of his team because Shotzzy needs to maintain that same kind of performance here, and we want to see a lot more from Renegade as well, as he was sitting at 10-12 that game. Normally he's going to be one of the guys really steps up and carries these ones and pushes them forward. As far as power weapon kills go, it was 7 for OpTic and 5 for Splyce, aka Shotzzy. He had all 5 of them with those sniper rifle kills. So, or Hydra's involved in that too.
I'm not sure, but that's still much better than they did in game number 1, which, keep in mind, they only had 1 power weapon kill, and who was the man with the power weapon kill in that game? It was Shotzzy as well. So you gotta, get your hands on these weapons if you're Renegade. That is his specialty. He's great with the railgun. He's great with the sniper rifle. Shotzzy too, obviously he was doing some phenomenal things with the sniper rifle, but when I look at that and I see it, it reminds me of what we saw from Ronin yesterday, where it was L-Town getting the weapons over and over again. It can't just be one person getting their hands on the weapons. It was Snakebite this time around with 4 power weapon kills, when he didn't even get many power weapon kills in the previous game. So OpTic all takes their turns, and they're all really great at doing pretty much everything, right? You say, okay, I don't want to have Lethal with the railgun. Well, I don't want to have Frosty with it either. I don't want to have Snakebite with it. These guys know what to do in almost all of the scenarios, and they play Halo at a very, very high level. That's why you have to capitalize on any mistakes that you see, or you just have to come out and play even better than them. I think right now we're not seeing the A game from both of these teams. I think they're kind of bringing their B+ game. But when you're so evenly matched, it's very hard to bring that A game because people are countering you. They understand your play styles. They match up very well against you, and they are very hungry to win. So you got to take any type of advantage that you can. A lot of that, in my opinion, is going to come down to getting the railgun here, and that's exactly what Frosty does. So I want to watch out and see how many power weapon kills can Renegade find in here. Can he get a scatter shot? Can he get anything going? And that's not a good start. It's Frosty getting a double kill, potentially looking for the triple if he wants. It has a player on his radar. Just going to leave that one. Doesn't even need to poke out. Look at the teamwork from OpTic Gaming. They are so crisp and clean on their beginning strategies here. They've been playing from the red side for quite some time, and now they're going to be able to put points on the board after capturing basement. The rotation going to come into Nest right now for Splyce, but I don't think that they're going to be able to capture that one by themselves. Great job from Bubudubu picking up a kill on a Snakebite. That's going to slow the aggression down just a little bit, but Royal 2, he has the scatter shot. You still have an empty empty railgun for Frosty in his back pocket, and look at this, Kyle. Just complete domination the entire minute of this game, eventually going to result in a triple cap for OpTic.
Yeah, what's the slays like, Tom? Take a look at that here when you got a second as well. So what, 6, 7, 8 to 2 right
Bubudubu has 2 right now, and nobody else on Splyce has a kill. There's Shooter picking up a kill on a Snakebite. Potentially, Shotzzy can find his first one as well. Not going to be able to, so very rough start here for Splyce. You can tell OpTic Gaming really stoked after that game 2 win. They have the communication going on. You got to stop the bleeding here. That's a good start. Renegade able to capture the BR. You do have a player over there capturing basement as well. And that's just frustrating right there if you're Renegade. You took way too long to get that kill, and you got weak a little bit there. So now you have to get into this nest ASAP, try to cap it, maybe even double cap it with a teammate. Otherwise, grenades are going to be flying in over towards the nest any second. Wow, OpTic Gaming, they're too distracted over towards that barrel side, and Renegade is going to be able to capture that one himself with a nice pre-grenade.
Yeah, we saw a split spawn here coming out of OpTic Gaming. I think Snakebite was the first one up to spawn over towards Carbine, and then 2 members of OpTic Gaming came off spawn over towards Bunker. So kind of a, you know, a little blessing in disguise, if I have to say so myself, because they wanted to have that collapse on Carbine. But wow, look at this scatter shot from Lethal, just so powerful. That's a railgun in the hands of Boo Boo Doo, and he barely manages to escape, but not long enough here. Gets cleaned up by Frosty.
Nice little shot off the ground right there from Lethal. Didn't do as much damage as he probably hoped for. Still backed that player off, so now he's just going to try to rotate on over towards where the railgun spawns and just hold this area with the scatter shot, which is a very, very powerful area to hold. So this is perfect here for OpTic Gaming, but ooh, Renegade, he finally finds his first power weapon kill of the game. Shut down immediately, though, from Royal 2. So now Snakebite with that camo, possibly going to try to look for those weapons. Is he going to be able to stay alive? Goes down towards the trench, now making his way down over towards the basement window. He does live and get out of there with the camouflage. Yes, his camouflage is going to tick away any second, but can he find these weapons? That would be huge.
That's a big reset going to happen over in the nest here. It was so close to being captured here for Splyce, but 56-4 and a reset coming in. Numbers advantage as you see 2 dead, and yeah, there's a player left there, so we'll see how this one is going to go. Do we know who that was?
So Renegade shooter Boo Boo Doo Boo, that's Shotzi that lagged out. Okay. It's a tough spot to be in because that was a slaughter.
Yeah, that's definitely a tough one to be in. So you're down 2-0 in this series. You're going up against OpTic Gaming and Rick Strongholds. It's 58-4.